for mindful yoga with twists. I know my parents are online today for their first yoga class, so hi Mom and Dad, thanks for joining. And I know my sister's on, so it's pretty awesome. Yeah, we're gonna start in a seated position. So a seated cross leg is comfortable. You can kneel like Nick was before, but you just want to find a comfortable seat. And we're going to begin to tune in to the breath right away. So sit nice and tall, maybe even wiggle a little bit as you first sit down. Sometimes it's hard to be still right away. So get the little wiggles out, roll the shoulders, rotate your ribs a little bit, maybe even roll out the head to release the neck. And when it feels right for you, sit nice and tall, lengthen the back of your neck, lift through the crown of your head, and root down through your waist and let the legs become heavy, resting your hands somewhere natural on the tops of your legs. And we're gonna either gaze downward, down the tip of the nose, or close down the eyes to begin to move inward. So the practice of yoga has so many different levels to it. The physical practice, the asana practice, helps us just to really become more aware of what's going on in our bodies first. So where we're stiff, where we have restriction, where we are open and spacious. It helps us to feel our own breath, so we can identify when we're short of breath, when the breath is even or expansive. And the physical practice just helps us keep refining our own internal awareness. So over time, we develop this practice of becoming more and more mindful of our thoughts, our behaviors, our actions. And that's really our theme of today's practice, is increasing our mindfulness, using the body as a tool to kind of explore that practice. We'll be doing a lot of twisting, which helps with elimination or kind of detoxing the digestive organs, releasing kind of negative thoughts, kind of waste. So let's take one hand over the abdomen and one hand over the heart. Begin to feel your breath beneath your palms. Start to lengthen out your inhalation, so you want to feel the chest and the abdomen expand, and as you exhale, allow it to gently settle back. Perhaps you can hear the sound of your own breath. Use that as a tool to lengthen out your breath. As we set the intention of mindfulness, take just a moment to really become aware of whether you have been kind of checking in and going deeper with your awareness over the last few days, being mindful of the choices you're making, the actions you're taking, or if you've been more on the side of checking out and self-soothing in ways that maybe are not the healthiest, looking for distraction, and make a conscious choice at the beginning of your practice today to really focus on your breath and choose to be very conscious in the thoughts you have, the words you speak, and the actions that you take. And then we'll take the palms together in front of the heart. Inhale and really lift through the top chest, and exhale and bow the face down to gaze within. And then release the hands, gently open the eyes, and inhale, lift the arms out to the sides. Reach through the fingertips and feel the side ribs kind of begin to open as the underside of the arms extend out toward the fingertips. Inhale, create space between the crown of the head and the tailbone, and you're going to exhale and twist to your right, taking your left hand to your knee, right hand behind your back, and look over your right shoulder. Feel the next inhalation lengthening your spine, so push into your right hand to lift the spine in and up, and as you exhale, twist the ribs a little deeper around your spine to your right. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale around to your left, holding the left knee with the right hand. Push into the left fingertips behind you. Inhale, draw up through the crown of your head, and exhale, lengthen through the collarbones. Twist a little deeper. And inhale, look forward, and exhale, unwind. Arms out to the sides. Inhale, feel the ribs open, and as you exhale, take the right hand down to the floor, left arm straight up, and then release the weight of your head. Let it completely go, and then gently lift the chin up and down. And if you want to get deeper into your neck, if you're somebody who holds a lot of tension in the neck, like me, take your palm face down, slowly lower it in the direction of the floor, and when it's maybe 2 feet off the floor, pause, release the neck again, drop the shoulder away from the ear, that bottom one, and then move your thumbs kind of toward the front of the mat and tilt your chin gently up and back. And breathe. And then lower the chin so it's more neutral, and move the pinky side of your hand slightly back behind the center line, and lower your chin down in the direction of your collarbone. And breathe. And maybe you gently go back and forth at your own pace, and you can feel how you're getting deep into the scalenes of the neck by gently moving your fingers back and forth in connection with the movement of the chin. To come up, you're going to gently push off that right hand, pull with the left fingertips, come back to the center. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm extends up, and then drop the weight of the head. Check in with your left shoulder. If it's climbing into the ear, Bend the elbow, release it down. Inhale, reach through that top hand. And then we're gonna flip the palm face down, and in slow motion, take the hand to hover a couple feet off the floor. And we're gonna have the thumb move toward the front of the mat as the chin tilts up and back. And then listen for your breath. Make sure you're not holding it. Then the ear is right over the shoulder as the pinky side of the hand moves to the back of the mat and the chin tilts down. And now a little bit of movement simultaneously. Move those fingertips, maybe even in a circle, as you tilt the chin up and down. And now we'll push off the bottom hand, pull with that right arm and come up. Reaching through the fingertips again, and then exhale, take the hands down. We'll walk them out in front, and we're gonna come onto all fours in table pose. So you're stacking your knees right under the hips and the wrists right underneath the shoulders. All right, threading the needle, a bit of a twist here. Walk your left hand more to the center of your mat, and you're gonna inhale and lift the right arm and look up past the fingers. And as you exhale, we thread the needle. So this hand comes down, the back side of the hand scoops through, and you're reaching way out. We're not gonna rest, we're gonna inhale and come back up to twist, lengthen through that inner arm, and exhale, thread the needle. One more time, inhale, open through the side body, exhale, come all the way through. This time we're gonna rest on the back of the arm and the shoulder, rest your head on the floor, and then you can walk your left hand out to the edge of the mat and be on the fingertips. You can go a little bit deeper if you would like by taking that left hand and wrapping it behind the hip. Notice that the belly naturally will soften, and begin to carry your breath into your abdomen. So let the belly open as you inhale, and gently draw the navel back as you exhale. One more breath, and then we'll reach that top arm up if it's behind you. Place it on the floor, and you're gonna push into that hand to draw the right arm out from under you. Coming back into table, right hand comes to the center of your mat, and then you're gonna inhale and twist and open the left side. Exhale, thread the needle, so you're scooping under that right arm, reaching. The inhalation lifts and helps you twist. Exhale, threading the needle. Inhale, one more deep twist, feel the spine. And exhale, come down on the side of the shoulder, side of your head. You can walk the right hand out to the edge of the mat or wrap it behind the back. And then nice deep belly breaths. And then we're gonna reach that hand up if it's behind you, fingertips to the mat, push into the mat, come back into table. So as you set up your table, lift each hand one at a time and open up your fingertips nice and wide and place the hands down with awareness and with some energy and aliveness in the fingertips, like you're hollowing out the palm of the hand. And then we're gonna walk the knees a little closer together, and we'll reach back the right foot so that the heel is in line with your buttocks. And then tap the top of your left foot so that you're pushing into the floor, and extend the left arm alongside the left ear. Inhale, look up past the fingers, and as you exhale, bring the elbow and the knee together. Inhale and open, get super long, and exhale, knee and elbow together. One more time. Inhale, open, and exhale, and get really round. And then we'll open back up, take the hand to the floor, the knee to the floor. Shake that out a touch, Re-energize the hands, push the floor away from you as you extend your left leg back. The top of your right foot is strong as the right arm lengthens by the ear. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch through the inner thigh. Exhale, round the spine. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and round. Inhale, open up, and exhale, take the hand and the knee down. Open the knees wide, sit back on the heels, and rest your forehead on the floor in child's pose. And if your forehead doesn't touch the floor, stack your fists and rest your forehead there. And then feel your breath. Feel it in the belly. Open the edges of the abdomen when you inhale into your inner thighs. And as you exhale, pull the navel in and up and drop the weight of your hips down. We're going to inhale and look up between the hands. Walk your hands way out in front. Engage the underside of your arms so it's off of the mat. Inhale, come up to all fours, tuck your toes, and then stretch back into downward dog. So those hips lift nice and high. You can bend your knees. If the backs of the legs are tight, I would definitely bend your knees. And then reach the sitting bones high and release the weight of your head. And now bend one knee at a time, kind of walk out the dog, so to speak. Dropping one heel, and then the other. And then we'll start to walk the feet up toward your hands, and you're going to hang in a forward fold. So bend the knees deeply, let your ribs touch your thighs, and then hold your opposite elbow with your opposite palm, and relax the weight of your head down. And feel your breath again. Inhale, and push into the soles of the feet. And as you exhale, feel the weight of your spine and your torso kind of flowing over the fronts of your legs. Then we'll take the hands to the hips, turn the tailbone under, push evenly through the four corners of the feet, and inhale, start to come up and stand. And then roll back the shoulders a couple of times, walk the feet a little closer together, and stand tall in Tadasana, mountain pose. So legs turned on, tailbone long, chest is lifted, and then arms are open to the sides. Tune into your breath. Hear the sound of your breath. As you exhale, ground through the feet, and then inhale, lift the arms overhead. We're going to twist on the exhale, so left hand comes forward, right arm moves back, and you're going to look past your right fingertips. Inhale, square yourself forward to the front of the mat. Exhale and twist to the left. Follow your breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. And again. As you are twisting, become aware of the action in your hips. Are the hips moving with your twist? Probably so. That's okay. But we're going to stabilize the hips on the next one. So as you turn forward, pretend the hip bones are like headlights on a car and you want them to stay looking straight ahead. And exhale, just twist the ribs and the spine. Inhale, look forward, arms up. Keep those hips squared forward. Exhale and twist to the left. Yeah, brings a little more awareness to the movement when we isolate different areas of the body to focus on. Last time, inhale, reach up, and then palms together. Exhale them down in front of the heart. Gazing down toward the palms, take a full breath. And then exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, scooping your breath way up to the fingertips. Bend your knees and start to pour your weight over the front of the legs. Inhale, take your hands to your shins and look up. And exhale, we're gonna lunge, stepping the left foot back, keeping the right knee over the heel. Inhale, lift the arms, come up into crescent lunge and pause for a few breaths. Pressing through the soles of the feet as you exhale, and when you inhale, scooping the ribs up away from the hip bones. One more breath to inhale and get taller. Now we're gonna twist. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm behind you, and just look straight ahead. Or, well, yeah, framing with the ribs. If you want more of a challenge, turn your head and look back past your right hand. Keep breathing. Imagine drawing the outer right hip back and the edge of your left hip forward. Now, inhale, arms come up alongside the ears, look up, and then exhale, take the hands down to the floor. Lift the belly off of your front thigh and then walk that left foot back in. Hands to your shins as you inhale and look up, stretching the front of the spine. Exhale, hands down, release the weight of the head. Turn the tailbone under so the abdomen engages, and then inhale, come back up, reaching through the inner arms, and exhale, palms down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale, hands to the shins, reach those ribs out, and then exhale, right foot steps back, front knee over the heel. Feel the strength of your legs. Inhale, come up to crescent lunge. Pause here. Feel the steadiness in the feet, in the legs, and on an exhalation, you're gonna twist. So right arm forward, left arm back. You can look straight ahead, or turn your head back to look past your left fingertips. And where is the breath? Tune into your breathing, keep it active, and then back to the center, arms overhead, reaching nice and high, and then exhale, come down. Lift your belly off of that left thigh, and then walk your right foot forward. Hands to the shins, inhale, open the collarbones. Exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Press through the four corners of your feet. Crown of the head is going to draw you up as you inhale and exhale. Okay, let's stand on the left foot. You're going to lift your right foot a touch. So feel your weight shift over to the left. Pick up that knee and cross the hamstring over the thigh. And notice the knees wrap, and maybe even the ankles wrap. If not, don't worry about it. Arms out to the sides, cross one elbow over the other, wrapping your hands into eagle pose. Kind of gazing through the arms, move your elbows away from your chest and slightly up so they line up more with like your throat or your chin. Feel how the shoulder blades separate behind you, and keep the shoulders also dropping away from the ears. You're going to push into the sole of that left foot. Inhale, unwind, and exhale, and stand tall. Energy and weight shifts over to the right foot. Pick up your left foot like you're crossing your legs. Maybe you wrap the ankles, and then the opposite elbow crosses in front or on top. Gazing at one point to help you steady the balance. The breath moving helps you to steady the balance. Shoulder blades separate, elbows come up. Push into the sole of the standing foot and unwind. Standing with evenness, Samasthitihi, palms together, legs firmly active. Open the toes. Exhale your hands down. Inhale, spin the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back, runner's lunge. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Front knee right over the heel, back heel is dropped now, and then the collarbones extend, the inner arms extend, fingertips are reaching. Breath is strong. We're going to exhale into Parsvakonasana, taking your forearm to your thigh, left arm alongside the ear. As you inhale, create space between the outside edge of your left foot and the inside of your left arm. As you exhale, feel the strength of the legs and the grounding sensation in the feet. Inhale, come up. Let that back arm slide down the back leg and open up through the right side of the ribs. Inhale, come back to warrior 2, and now you're going to turn the ribs forward, come onto the ball of your back foot, and we're revolving the warrior again. Awesome. Inhale, look forward, arms alongside the ears, back to crescent lunge, legs are burning. Exhale, come down. Step that right foot back this time into plank, holding the shoulders over your wrists. Lengthen the tailbone toward the heels and breathe. Push the floor away from you. Now lower the knees to the floor, lower the chest down to the mat. Roll back your shoulders, strengthen the legs. Inhale and come into cobra. Chest coming through the upper arms, legs grounding. Exhale, lower the face. Inhale up to all fours. Tuck your toes, and exhale, stretch back into downward dog. Left foot's gonna step forward, squaring that knee right over the heel. Feel the steadiness of the back leg, reaching that heel back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Feel the ribs lifting up away from the hip bones. Exhale, drop your back heel, open the arms into Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Exhale into side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. You can gently twist the ribs around your spine to the right, revolving your chest in the direction of the ceiling. Push off the front leg. Inhale, come up to warrior 2, and then let the right hand slide down the back of the right leg. Open up through the waist, the ribs, the shoulder. Inhale, back into warrior. And now we're gonna square your ribs forward and your shoulders. Turn onto the ball of the back foot. Feel the steadiness in the legs, and then begin to twist. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Exhale, come down with the hands. Step that left foot into plank, and pause in plank. Lower the knees, bend the elbows toward your hips as the chest comes down. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, ground through the legs and the feet as you inhale into cobra pose. Open the chest. Exhale, tuck the chin, the nose, the forehead. Inhale, back to all fours, tuck your toes. And exhale, stretch into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Reaching the sit bones super duper high. Let the weight of the head Relax and create space between the vertebrae. As you inhale, visualize the spine lengthening. And as you exhale, maybe you're dropping weight into the heels a little bit. Inhale, look forward between your thumbs and walk, or you can hop your feet between the hands. They'll come to the shins as you look up and spread the collarbones. And then exhale, relax the weight of your head down. Flip the tailbone under, inhale, float the upper body to stand. Reach through the fingertips and exhale the palms down. Keep your hips squared forward like the bones or headlights on a car. We're gonna twist the upper body again, arms overhead, going to the right. Exhale, your left arm forward, right arm back. Look back behind you. Inhale, look forward, arms by the ears. Exhale, twist to the left. Back to the center. You're gonna bend your knees and kind of scoop your arms up alongside the ears, hinging at the front of the ankle, the back of the knee, and the inner groin. We're gonna take the left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Palms come together, and you're gonna push into the palms to twist the ribs around the spine, looking over your right elbow. Breathing deeply into the belly, rooting down evenly through the soles of the feet. Sometimes you have to scoop the outer left hip back a little bit. We're gonna exhale and look down toward the floor. Bring your thumbs back to the sternum. Now reach up with your right arm and then cross the elbow past the left knee, palms together. Draw your sternum around toward the thumbs. Gazing back over the elbow and deepen the breath. Exhale, look down at the floor, thumbs back to the sternum, and then forward fold. Just rotate the pelvis over the head of the thigh bones. Inhale, look up and stretch out the front of the spine. Exhale, step your left foot back into runner's lunge. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, straighten the right knee. Now drop the back heel, maybe walk the back foot up a couple of inches so you can drop the heel. Take your right hand to the top of the shin as you roll the left shoulder back into Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. As you're inhaling, draw the crown of the head further from the tailbone. And as you exhale, press into the soles of the feet. Exhale, lower that hand down. Your left hand comes down to the floor. And we're going to bend the right knee to hop your left foot forward and out to the left a couple of inches. Maybe the heel comes down, maybe it doesn't. Left fingertips are on the floor. We're going to twist, taking your right hand to the outer right hip. That might be where some of you need to stay if the hamstring is screaming or the hip. If you want to go deeper, start to revolve the ribs around the spine to the right, like you're looking up over your right shoulder. Maybe you extend the right arm in Parivrtta Utthita Trikonasana, revolve triangle. You can feel the abdomen. It gets soft naturally, but to stimulate the digestive process, let the belly open when you inhale and draw it back as you exhale. One more breath. And exhale, lower that hand down to the floor. Bend your right knee and step your left foot back into a deep lunge. Left hand stays on the floor, right arm open skyward. You're looking up past the thumb, tuning back into the breath. Straightening your back leg, float the back of the knee. Exhale, lower that hand down. Plant the palms, step that right foot into plank. Now scoop the belly in and up, stretch your hips back, into downward dog. And then step your left foot forward, right knee over the heel, and then exhale, straighten the left leg. Preparing for a triangle, walk your back foot forward a couple of inches and drop the heel, left hand on the shin, and then roll the right shoulder blade back. Try to imagine rolling into a wall and get long as you inhale. Open the collarbones long. Get strong as you exhale. Wrap the muscles of the legs around the bones. Exhale, watch that hand come back down to the floor. And now the back right foot is going to come forward and to the right a couple of inches to drop the heel. Both legs are straight. Right fingertips are on the floor. Left hand comes to the hip, and we begin to twist. Revolving triangle. Maybe the left arm lifts. Not required. Ground through the feet. Feel like a lot of weight is in your left leg, then ground into your right heel. Activate that right inner thigh. Exhale, lower the hand down, look toward your foot, and then bend the knee and step your right foot back to runner's lunge. Right hand stays down, and we're twisting the left shoulder blade back, looking up past the thumb. Exhale, take the hand down, and then step back into plank pose. We're going to lower onto the left knee and turn. You can kind of let the foot come out to the back edge of your mat. Turn onto the arch of your right foot, and then when we pick up the right hand, we're going to do like huge sweeping circles with the right arm. About 5 in one direction. Brings tons of blood to the shoulder joint, releases the neck, and then the other direction. Now, becoming more still, you can have the hand point right up over the shoulder and stay there, or if you've been practicing a while, you want to try something new, really ground that back left foot, pick up your right leg. You could stop there and kind of float the foot, or bend the knee and catch the foot with your right hand and roll the chest open, looking up. Now we'll extend the right leg if it's bent, right arm straight up, and then lower your right foot to the floor. Come back to plank pose. Push the floor away from you boldly. Feel the underside of the belly scooping up, and then we'll drop the right knee down. Let that right foot kind of fold out behind you, and then place the arch of your left foot on the floor, and then huge sweeping circles to open up that left shoulder. You may even move the hips a little bit with it. You can kind of get into the hip flexor as you stretch back, and then other direction when you're ready. And we'll take the left hand straight up over the shoulder, push into the back foot if you're floating that left leg, and either hold here, this is like a shape of half moon, or bend the knee, reach back with your left hand, catch your foot, and then begin to twist. Becomes a bit of a back bend, opening across the chest, and then extend that leg, reach through the top fingertips, lower the foot, lower the hand, come back to plank pose, create tiger pause with your hands. Really activate the fingertips, hollow out the palm, and then we're going to lower the knees to the floor. You're going to cross your ankles behind you, walk your hands back, and you're going to come down to sit. Doing okay? Take a deep breath. Okay, Let's do a couple more twists and then we'll kind of wind down. So we're gonna walk your left leg straight out in front, take your right heel in front of the sit bone, and you're gonna wrap your elbow around the knee, hold your wrist, and sit nice and tall. Become aware of the action of your extended leg. So is it just kind of hanging out there? If so, have the eye of your knee pointing straight up, reach through the toes, and draw the spine in and up. This can be challenging in itself. It's amazing how much back strength it takes just to sit tall, and even how much groin and hip flexor engagement you have to ground that thigh. So moving toward the twist, you're going to hold your knee with your left hand, walk your right hand behind the right hip, then open up the left arm and cross the elbow past the knee. If that doesn't work for whatever reason, then just maybe hold the knee with the hand and then turn and look back over your shoulder. You can use the effort of your back hand to help you sit taller, to kind of move the ribs toward your right thigh. And use your breath, your exhalations, to wrap the ribs around your spine and get a little deeper. Open your belly into your thigh when you inhale and squeeze it back when you exhale. And inhale, look forward toward your big toe, and then exhale and unwind. We're going to open up the right knee for Jani Shirsasana, and you're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to twist toward the bent knee. You can grab that knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, lift the ribs up away from the hips, and exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, look forward toward the front of the mat. Exhale, all the way around to the left. Inhale, look toward your front foot. Square the ribs forward and the shoulders, and either just sit tall. If you're rounding like this and it's hard to sit tall, push into your fingertips and lift your chest and stay there. If you're more flexible, you could take the fingers out in front. Keep your chest totally open as you hinge forward. Some of you may be able to catch your foot and then forward fold. Inhale as you sit tall, and then draw that knee up, straighten your right leg, and then we'll hinge the left knee, stacking the foot in front of the sit bone. Sit nice and tall, ground this thigh bone, reach through the big toe mound. Feel the weight even through the sit bones, and then we'll twist toward the bent knee, either holding it with your right hand, left hand behind you for support, or grab the elbow around the knee or elbow past the knee. Use the breath to help the benefits that the posture offers. We're stimulating the process of elimination of waste by opening the belly when you inhale and exhaling, drawing the navel in. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, unwind. Open up that knee for Jani Shirsasana. Eye of the grounded knee is straight up, so are the toes. And then either have the hands behind you and lift the chest. If your back and hamstrings are tight, this would be the preference. Or fingertips in front, open chest, spine is still long. Or grab the edges of the foot, lift the elbows up and out to the sides into a deep forward bend. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, come back up, and we'll take that knee out in front. We're going to open the heels a little wide. You can do it. You can do it. Hang in there. Just a little bit more. So take the hands back behind the hips at first and open your chest. So this is really good for the same thing. If you find that when your hands are off of the ground or in front and you start to round like this, you're not really getting a whole lot out of that. So if you're rounding at all, put your hands behind you and stay tall and ground through the sit bones and the thighs. Now we're going to center the ribs right over the hips as much as you can. Take your left hand in front of you on your mat and then the right hand behind you, and you're going to turn the sternum like there's a flashlight right in the center of your chest and try to point the light right out toward your right big toe. Use the strength of your hands to help you twist. Then observe how much energy or effort you have with a push in one hand and a pull in the other. Okay? Take a moment, notice which one's doing which. And then we're gonna move effort out of the hands and the arms and carry it into the spine to hold your twist by floating your hands right off the top of your mat. And breathe. Awesome. Inhale, look forward, push into your fingertips to release. Take a nice big breath. And now we're going to twist to the left. So just like that flashlight is pointing toward your big toe, use your hands to twist that sternum out to look out toward your left big toe. Which hand pushes and which hand pulls to support your twist? And now we take that effort and turn it into intelligence in the spine. Float your hands, and breathe and hold your twist. One more breath. Inhale, look forward. Either walk your hands behind you, or let's just all do that. Lift the chest. Now stay here if that's comfortable. If you like to forward fold, start to hinge forward, always keeping the chest open and the shoulders down and back. So when you feel the ears or the shoulders start to lift to the ears, roll them back. Inhale, come up. Use the strength of your arms to help the legs back together. Awesome. And then we're going to take the left ankle and bend your foot back underneath your right hamstring. And you can walk this front ankle in front, or your right heel in front of your ankle, or take the heel over to the inside of the knee or outside of the knee, as long as your hips both stay seated on the floor. And then we're gonna sit tall. You can grab that leg to sit tall. And then hold the knee with the left hand, right hand behind you, and we're twisting again. Lifting the ribs up away from the hip bones when you inhale, and feel the ribs revolve to the right as you exhale. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, unwind. Now we're gonna switch it. So unwind the legs, the opposite ankle scoops underneath the hamstring. Then you find a good spot. Either have that heel right in front of the ankle if you're pretty tight, or on the inside of the knee or the outside. Grab that knee with your hand or your elbow and twist, gazing back to the corner of your left eyes, or the corners of the eyes. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, unwind. All right, we're gonna move toward the floor here in a moment after a little bit more of some core work. So let's hold the fronts of the knees, and you're gonna just lean back until your toes float off of the floor. Now, a lot of times you collapse back into a ball, so we're holding the knees to lift the ribs toward the thighs, and then bring those thighs in toward the ribs. Now, we're gonna stack the feet in line with the knees so your shins are parallel with the floor, and either hold the backs of the legs to keep the chest lifted or have your hands floating out to the sides. Squeeze the inner knees together, the arches of the feet. Either stay here or go into Navasana, boat pose, engaging your thighs, lift the ribs. Yeah, nice straight back. And we're all gonna slowly come down to the floor, onto your back. Yeah, draw that right knee in and up, interlace your fingers, and then exhale, squeeze the nose up to the knee. And then we'll rest the head back. We're gonna twist, hold your left hand to your right knee, open your right arm out to the side, and look past your right fingertips. Deepen the breath again in your belly. So expand the abdomen when you inhale and soften it back as you exhale. Inhale, bring the knee back to the center, interlace your fingers in front of it, and exhale, bring the nose up to the knee. And then we'll extend that leg out on the floor, rest the head back. Left knee comes in and up, interlace the fingers, take an inhalation, and as you exhale, bring the nose to the knee, squeezing everything out. And then rest the head back, hold the knee with your right hand, open your left arm, and look past your left fingertips. Feel the abdomen moving with your breath. Inhale back to the center, grab hold of the front of the knee, exhale, bring the head up, and then extend that leg out. Last twist, we're gonna have both knees come in and up, open your arms wide, spread eagle, palms face up. Take an inhalation as you exhale, lower your knees to your right and turn your head and look left. Syncing the breath with the movement. Inhale, knees come to the center, look up, and exhale, knees over to the left, head looks right. Now move with your own breath. Follow your rhythm. Exhaling when you're in the twist. Inhale when you're coming to the center. And then back to the center. Take your hands in front of your knees. Draw your chin in and up, nose up to a tiny little ball, squeezing everything. And then you're going to open up the whole body, extending your legs. Palms come face up, and you're going to lie flat on your back. We're going to stay here for just a couple of minutes. So as you lie back, take a deep inhalation through your nose and exhale through your mouth, like you're letting everything go. Feel the weight of the bones in your legs. Let your toes drop out naturally to the sides. Feel the softness in the abdomen. Feel the spaciousness in the chest, around the ribs. Feel the weight of your head drop back to release your neck, tops of the shoulders. Begin to allow your breath to return to its natural pace. Scan your body from head to toe, looking for any areas that are holding on, have any strain. When you exhale, allow that area to soften. Soften the muscles of the face. corners of your eyes, the edges of the mouth. And gently deepen your next breath. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. And when you're ready, you'll draw your knees up and roll to one side. And come up to a seated position when you're ready. And take the palms back together in front of the heart. Reconnecting with that inner awareness. Making a choice to stay mindful in our thoughts, with our words, and in our actions. Thank you for joining us for Amala Yoga. Have a good day. Namaste. Love you guys. Bye.